Welcome back. Thank you for joining us tonight. Phil Lecter here, and here for another great episode of Business Matters. With me today, I have Joe Bentley of Heritage Company, and he's going to talk to us about how Heritage Company makes a difference out there in this community today. As you know, at Business Matters, what we talk about are business leaders and the differences that they make. Joe, thank you so much for being here tonight.
My pleasure.
And tell me more about the Heritage Company and about what you do out there.
Okay. The Heritage Company is, 40 years old now. We're a division
Wow.
of Goodwill Publishing located in Gastonia, North Carolina. Each one of our divisions recognizes a different emotional event that takes place in a family's life, and I think you'd agree one of the most difficult is when a family experiences the loss of a loved one.
Certainly is.
That's who our service is directed to. Phil, it's designed, you might say, to give the bereaved family a feeling of comfort, consolation, and hope at a difficult time, and also allows selected business leaders and funeral directors an opportunity to say, we care about you.
Wow, yeah, so talk to me more about that. I mean, as you giving people and business leaders and whether they're politicians or or entrepreneurs in the community, you're giving them the opportunity to say, hey, we care to these families that have just lost somebody. As you go through that, what does your product really look like? How does that connect with the families?
Yeah, okay, we primarily do communities of 25 to 30,000 and less. Seems where you have that really community identity.
They're all connected together.
Absolutely, and it's neighbor helping neighbor, Phil.
Yeah.
And so what we do is we partner with the funeral directors, and when they perform a service, we send out this beautiful memorial keepsake leather-bound volume entitled "Come Unto Me." If it was a faith-based service, if the preacher or priest was involved.
Right.
And then we also have a volume entitled "The Healing Heart," if it was a celebrant of life and so forth, then Venomy, Hispanic and so forth. But anyway, what we do is we gold emboss the name in memory of, just to make it more personalized. Our company ships it directly to that family 2 to 3 weeks after the service, which is the most difficult time, Phil. I mean, they have the friends for support and the flowers and all that. And after that, that's the loneliest time.
Yeah.
And that's when it comes. And the initial setup, what we do, as I said earlier, we partner with the funeral director, and we call on selected business leaders to make this possible. We identify them in the volume as actually the heading, in the spirit of community service, we, the following, and our employees present this volume for your inspiration and consolation. Wow,
I mean, what a touching memorial and offering that you're providing to these families coming directly from their community leaders. I mean, that has to feel really good to be involved in.
It is. It goes back to values. I could bore you with stories all night, but I'll just tell you one that happened to me not too long ago. I was calling on actually it was a furniture store in Quitman, Georgia, and I asked, was the owner there? They were at another store, and I said, okay. I said, well, I'll just try to see him later. And the lady said, wait, what's this about? I said, well, I'm with Ron Miller at the Miller Funeral Home, and I wanted to show you something that we're doing. And she said, it's the book, isn't it? I said, yeah. She said, we received that book last year, and it has really meant a great deal to us. So, yeah, that kind of made me feel good. And it is, families, grieving is an individual type thing. You don't go through different stages.
Right.
You go through whatever's grieving is to you. And so we identify that in the volume to help them understand, hey, it's okay to feel like this or that.
What I loved about what you shared in all of this was the fact that you marry together the people that they love and trust with the right timing of providing this service. And I tell you what, if there's something that we can take away from this, as we look at our businesses and how we're looking to make a difference out there, is to combine the fact of combining values with respect and leadership and timing. And that is amazing. And I just want to thank Joe. Joe, thank you for coming on our show tonight and sharing about the Heritage Company and for continuing to do the great things out there that you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Well, we're just trying to make a difference in people's lives.
That's
Thank you.
awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir.